Hi folks, I'm Eugen Werniuk, Senior Product Designer, and today we are diving into the world of AI image generation tools. As a designer or tech professional, we constantly need images for various projects, for websites, presentations, or other creative things. We are going to review today several tools that are key players on the market and checking how they are tackling the similar tasks and what kind of pros and cons all of them are having. So let's imagine that we need to create an image for a certain project and we know nothing about all the tools that can do this job. So what I did, I created the pretty concise prompt about mid-aged software engineer working on his laptop in a sunny loft office, and I'm going to use this prompt in different apps and to see what kind of result we can get. So first, let's try to do the job with DALL-E, powered by ChatGPT, the application that is a part of OpenAI company. So I'm adding the prompt and hitting enter. Okay, so let's check results. We have the images that were generated. So this one looks pretty decent actually. Yeah, we can notice for sure some issues with the eyes, for example, and also with hands, but overall pretty good. For sure we can notice more issues, but overall the surroundings and the kind of main character is fine. So we can just try to regenerate a couple of more similar images and see if result will be better. Let's check this one. So this one, similar story. We can see that there are some certain issues with eyes, and yeah, we can notice that with hands they are not perfect, but overall pretty good results. So potentially we can try to maybe specify prom a bit more, and it's pretty good start. For the small size, actually, when we are just checking in the thumbnail, it's pretty good. So it's really hard to judge that there are some kind of critical details, and especially I guess many people will not notice that there are any issues just from a quick glance if this image will be used in a really small resolution. But now let's check what actually we can have in terms of pricing, because this is something that I also want to compare today to understand what is the best option that potentially can be for generating images on a regular basis. If, for example, it's needed for the projects, for presentations, graphic design materials, or etc. So ChatGPT is going as $20 per month, which could be a really good deal because it includes DALL-E, the application that we use for generating image, and also different capabilities like browsing and etc., which are amazing in terms of speeding up the work and also helping to cover multiple tasks, not related only to image generation, which DALL-E is helping with. The next tool that I'm going to check is Firefly by Adobe. Once I created an account and landed to the main screen, so we have here the box where I can add a prompt, and I'm just adding this prompt and going to click generate. So let's check what we have. Here, for example, we can notice that overall the image looks pretty good, level of details is great, and yeah, basically the hand is nice. The thing that normally might be not working really well in many image generation tools, especially in the past versions. And overall, yeah, the surroundings, the texture of clothes, yeah, pretty decent result. We can check the rest of images. Here we can notice some small issues with hands and overall, yeah, some issues with the facial, yeah, like glasses and etc. And this one, yeah, the same issues with the face, but overall, not really bad, and this one as well. So we can see that this photo, for example, or this one, they are kind of good. Yeah, for sure. People who are using AI a lot, they can notice the difference, and this is actually the image generated by AI, but overall it might be a good start for a certain purpose. But now it's interesting to observe what Firefly is provided in terms of pricing. In my region, it's 5.58 euros per month, which might be really nice price comparing to ChatGPT. However, ChatGPT with DALL-E, which help to generate images, is way better deal in my opinion, because you can cover more cases, while Adobe Firefly is only something that can be generating images, but not going as a package with something else. Now let's check ImageFX by Google Labs. Here, what is interesting that we have pretty big UI comparing to the previous tools that we have. I'm adding the prompt and clicking generate. And what is interesting, the prompt was restructured, so we can see that we have some kind of drop downs where we can select the different type of age, for example, and also the different type of persona. And yeah, this is actually very nice because the tool is suggesting to me what can I change in a prompt, just different variables, which could be super helpful. So now let's check the results. Comparing to previous tools, we can see that, yeah, definitely there are issues with the hands, which are noticeable just even without zooming in. And for the rest of the images, this one is actually pretty good. Yeah, might be a good option to choose for a certain task. This one has definitely some issues which are also noticeable in terms of facial issues and also a bit with the hands. And this one as well, yeah, kind of a bit creepy, so might be not the perfect one. But we can see that this one is actually, yeah, pretty decent one. So what about pricing? As I have explored, right now ImageFX is free. However, I guess most probably they will find the way to monetize, and definitely they will go and monetize this solution. And I believe that this is actually a really interesting tool because I have not noticed that anyone else is proposing right now to have the way to change the variables in a prompt while you are just going to create something. And this is something that is very handy and might help easier to navigate in prompt creation. This tool called DreamStudio by Stability.AI and using on a background the model called Stable Diffusion, which is a very popular model to generate images from text. So what we want to do now, we are adding the prompt and also clicking Dream. Let's see what we have. This image, we are missing some things with the glasses and eyes. Hands are just fine, yeah, for sure. There are also certain issues. Here a bit better, but still the issues with the face, and here as well, and here as well. Yeah, well, unfortunately, the results are, among all the 4 items that were generated, are not as good as we have seen in previous tools. But again, we can try to regenerate and see maybe the next result with adjusting the prompt could be better. But for this quick task, it was not completed well. But I want to check what is happening in terms of monetization. And here it's pretty straightforward. You can buy credits, you can see the number of credits and how many approximately images you can generate with this amount of credits, which I believe is super handy and super clear. So sometimes for cases when you don't need to generate images every day and you need really cheap option or something that will be good value for money, this is actually could be pretty good one. So you will not need to buy a subscription and just to be stick to certain product. Here we are going to see how Leonardo.AI is going to generate the image. And the result is pretty nice. So we can see that all the tools that we used before, we're having some troubles, especially with glasses and eyes. And also we can notice that hands are, yeah, as usual, having some troubles. But overall, yeah, if we check all the images, a bit lack of the details, we can notice it. Also, here the issues with hands are even more, yeah, they are just bigger. And here as well. So, but this, at least facial part, is less or more fine. So we can compare that all these results, they are pretty good in terms of surroundings, pretty good in terms of the texture of the clothes, but definitely with human anatomy and with some facial features, we can notice that there are areas for improvement. So what about pricing? We can see that they have option to generate images for free, and tokens with a certain amount are reset once per day. And the next plan, which is the first paid plan, starts from $10 per month. Let's check the tool called Crayion. I'm adding the prompt and clicking draw. And what is interesting here, I can select the art or photo or drawing style. And also the tool is suggesting me some results that were generated previously by other folks. And I'm going to select photo, all right, and to hit draw. We can see that basically the level of details is very low, and yeah, there are a lot of troubles with the anatomy and etc. And yeah, well, definitely comparing to the previous apps that we used, the results provided by Crayion are, yeah, they have a lot of areas for improvement. So also I have upscaled one of the images, this one, and I was expecting that maybe it will have the better quality, but unfortunately, yeah, the result was still upscaled, but just with the same level of details. So as for pricing in Crayion, we can see that the basic plan starts from $5 per month, and they actually promoting the faster time to generate images. So the basic plan has 45 seconds for 9 images to be generated, and we can see that the higher plan we actually have a faster time to generate, but the amount of images is unlimited starting from the beginner's plan, which is pretty good. Last but not least for today is Midjourney. We are going to check the same prompt that we tested already in other apps and whether the result will be interesting for us for the task that we have. I want to highlight that before Midjourney was only available in Discord, and this is the standalone application where you can add the prompt and generate the image. So basically on a website they only had the showcase of all the images from community that people created, but from certain moment they actually created the alpha version of website where they have the box on your profile page, and you can just click and generate the image straight away from this box. So I'm going to hit enter and see what kind of result we can get. So here in Create tab, we have the result that we have asked Midjourney to generate, and we can see that the result in terms of details is pretty good. I can notice that the anatomy and the hand is coming just from interesting place. It's pretty strange. But overall, the surroundings and the colors and everything, and also the texture of the clothes, it's pretty impressive. We can check the rest of the images. We can still notice that there might be some questions to hands, but overall the image is pretty good. Here, no questions, no hands are seen in the shot, but basically the face itself is super detailed. And here we can see as well the level of details, the bouquet and everything, the texture of the clothes. It's just great. We can notice some issues, some issues with the hands, and we have noticed that also here, for example, the same trouble. But overall, the results are pretty good. But now the question is, as usual, about the pricing. So for plans, we can notice that the basic is starting from the $10 per month. From my usage, I know that they have only fast hours for this plan. And this is something that means that at certain point, you will not have the ability to generate images when you run out these fast hours. And this is something that might be fine if you need just occasionally generate images, but not super frequently, for example, every day. And also important to notice that Midjourney no longer have the free plan or free option to generate images. Looking ahead, and it's my belief that image generation tools will be democratized soon, and also they will be integrated into other existing tools. So let's imagine you're creating a website using AI website builder, and you're using a prompt, and all the images for all the pages that you have on a website will be in a consistent style and look and feel. Or imagine working on a presentation and you just don't need even to create each slide separately. It's already possible in some tools. You can create them using the prompt. However, the images will be also coming there, so they will be following the agenda of your presentation and following the style that you need for specific certain purpose of this pitch deck or other type of presentation. Share your thoughts on the tools that you are using right now in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to put some up. And if you found this channel interesting, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.